Welcome back to I Cut You Make You Believe 2 Gaming. My name is Daniel, and today we're playing Space Engineers. Today, I realized that in order to get enough ships for my upcoming Space Engineers cinematic series, in order, if I built every single one of them, it would take months. So, I've decided to take some ships off of the workshop, give them AI if they have none, make them better, get them some more weaponry on them, tweak some things on it to make it mine, and then slap a new coat of paint on it. And yeah. We've already done this with that ship right there in front of us. See, I'll show you the original. See right there. And if you're wondering, what's the difference? Well, I'll tell you. The difference is that the cockpit, see how that has like those solid blocks right there, makes this window kind of useless. So on my version of it, I made it not solid blocks, but more indent to the window, so there's more space to look around. And as we go inside the ship, you see you got these hallways right here, and then you got the medical station. On my version of it, we have the new DLC hallways, and I completely ripped out the medical station and put an AI system in it. So it can do. Oh, also, yeah. I have AI in my ship, and the one that I copied or got off the workshop does not. So that makes it a billion times better, just off of that alone. But yeah, I also put the turncoat protocol in this one, so that way it can be turned into an enemy at any time. Yeah, I'll show you how it does in battle as well. It's nice. It's a really good balance between light weaponry and effectiveness. I made the AI only target weapons because, technically, in the story, this is an independent light cargo ship. So its goal was not annihilation. It's just to make the enemy not fight back. So, but yeah, let me make this one an enemy, so I can show it off to you guys. There's 3 factions in the cinematic series. There's a lot more than that, but the faction I use to test out the ships, I use the main factions, which is the Republic and Empire, and then I use as the enemy, I use non-combatant to test out, combat test my ships. And the non-combatants are the independent parties like Spice Raiders and all that stuff. But anyway, let's start the battle. Alright, so the ship off the workshop will not be moving since it doesn't have any AI, but my ship, my version of the same ship, will be. And if you noticed, I have replaced all the turrets on this ship and replaced them with regular DLC rocket turrets. So it has more of a kick to it. And as you'll see, it does pretty well on the ship. Once it starts moving. Yeah, the AI has to get into it. Look for enemies and crap, and then it will find an enemy, and then it will find the attack. Alright, whatever. Let's just add another one. I'm not waiting all day. Wait a minute, did I turn the dang AI back on? I don't think I did. Almost hit the original ship. But as you can see, the propulsion is not very strong. It is a very light propulsion. It has some issues, but I am not the creator of this ship, so like that maneuver right there, it's not very good with that ship. And my ship, I told the AI to just target the weapons. Oh, I already told you that, never mind. So once it gets the weapons, it will stop firing. And as you see, it goes back to normal. And I believe all of the weaponry on this ship is gone. So now it's just hanging out. And it does no harm to the new version of the ship. Of course, this ship has some big problems with the front thrusters and all that crap. Like, as you can see, it's drifting off into the mountain. But yeah, as you've seen, so that's another one of my ships that I have, or one of the ships that I have taken off the workshop and given it a redo. But yeah, I'll watch this one fall out the sky. Alright, so now we gotta search for another workshop ship. Oh, the one of the things you should probably do if you're doing this type of thing, picking workshop ships and making them better, is you gotta unsubscribe to the one you just did. And of course, if you publish them like me, you'll have them on your thing. Oh, this isn't published. Let me publish it real fast. And of course you delete it, because you don't want to take up all that room in your list or whatever. Some ships, to be honest, are just straight up lazy. They don't fly on planets, and some of them don't even move. Just straight up lazy. But there is some ships out there that are pretty good, like the one I just had right then. It flies in planets and other, and instead of having tons of hydrogen things like I do, they put a mixture in with they do a mixture of they do a mixture of atmospheric engines and regular engines. No, atmospheric engines and see it right there. Why is that not flying? This thing has tons of engines, and yet it still doesn't fly. Don't make much sense to me. Although this one kind of sucks. It's just a square, so we won't be using that anyway. Let me get that off my workshop list. Alright, that one has 163 subscribers. Crazy. Anyway, this one caught my eye. Looking for cargo ships, cruisers, destroyers, almost everything. Yeah. Looks like we've got ourselves another space only. Although it doesn't seem like the engines are even firing. So it does work in planets, but engines don't work that well. I wonder why this engine right here ain't working. Anyway. Alright, so this one works. Kind of. Alright, so now we blueprint it. Because the workshop version has the engines turned off for some reason. Alright, now we just give it a new paint job. What faction will this be? Actually, no, we won't give it a paint job yet. Let's explore it. Alright, so there's not much to explore. It's a cargo shuttle, so it just does its purpose. And that's about it. That looked like it went somewhere for a minute. But anyway, alright, so this one's pretty cool. It has a different design style than I do. But anyway, so since we explored it, now we can color it. Yeah, that looks better. And of course we gotta give it some AI. This is a good place for it. That looked like it should have connected to each other. Alright, so the thing with these AIs, you gotta make them to where you gotta put them where they're just right, or they won't work right. You got AI defensive, combat, task. Those three are the most important AIs you could have. Of course, we need to protect them, so we put some of the plating up here. Give them some kind of protection. Anyway, alright, now, what kind of gun does this thing have on it? Not much of anything up here. Yeah, this is a perfect place. Oh, what? What we're trying to do here is we're trying to give it some kind of protection. Because of course it's going to be in battles and stuff, so I don't want it to be protected. This thing is gonna die in 3 seconds, but it's fine. As long as it goes down. As long as it goes down with a fight. It looks cool while doing it. I call it a win in my book. Alright, now we give us some landing gear. This, our turret on the bottom will be lower than the actual landing gear right here. Therefore, landing gear won't work. So, add just a regular landing gear like that. Okay. Now we have to land it so it doesn't run out of fuel. Which I think it doesn't have any problems with that. Looks like there's something in the ship wobbling around in there. That means we gotta go real soft with it. Well, I know what this thing's gonna be doing. Falling to its death a lot. Because it has literally no lift on it. It can just stay in the air. Anyway, so what we want to do is change the control seat to the first letter in the alphabet, A, and that will make it to where we're all the way up on the top of the list, because the list is alphabetical order. That means we're beside the AI blocks and all the groups. So we just basically want to set up all the AI. This thing can maybe go 50. Minimum altitude 200. Okay. And then AI or offensive combat. Let's just the smallest, closest. Then this one will go for power systems, because that's the only way it's ever going to freaking beat anybody. And the minimal distance will be 500. The maximal distance will be 600. And then sure, let's do evasive maneuvers. Okay. I forgot to do something. We need to put all this stuff in a group. Hold on, I need to do something for a minute. I'll mute my mic. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had an important call I had to pick up. But anyway, let's get back to what we was doing. Just seeing if this bubble will fly. Or sucker. Once the sucker flies, it would be nice and nice and good in the neighborhood. Okay, so I think I paused the stream for like 30 minutes. So that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Alright, oh, autopilot's enabled, that's why it's not moving. Alright, move, on and off, autopilot combat, on and off, autopilot task, on and off. Alright, so this thing definitely does better. I don't know why it's going down like that. Don't know. Maybe the AI is connected to a part of the ship that's not part of the ship. Or something. I don't know. Either way, now is the time for combat testing. So we're gonna add one of these suckers over here. Get it to go full enemy. Alright, non-combat. Maybe this will fix the engine problem. The enemy ship actually survived. Let's go ahead and fix that with our new ship that we seen earlier. Spawn this sucker right there. Alright, looks like the cargo ship is going towards the bigger one. And it is down. Beautiful display. Well, that means that one has been nicely version 2ified. Let's call it the Independent. Let's just make the Independent series of starships that isn't a part of any faction, but it's still pretty cool either way. So we got the Independent Cargo Shuttle version 2.0. Let's do another picture of that. And then we will do okay, yeah, blueprint and take screenshot. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, publish. Here's a ship. Uploading. If you like this kind of Space Engineers content, please like and subscribe, and if you do not, comment to see what you'd like me to play in the future. It's much appreciated when you do that. My goal is 50 subscribers. My actual goal is 1,000, but after being a YouTuber for a while, I know that's not. I know that's not going to happen in a night, in a day. It's going to happen later on. But anyway, so the next ship, Star Wars Venator class. Alright. This one might look pretty and everything, but I doubt it even flies in space or in the planet anyway. Well, of course it's not going to fly upside down. That's a given. Alright, so like that. Just try it like that. Alright, it's not upside down. It looks like it flies on the planet. That's always cool. Looks like it has a hangar bay and everything. Honestly, pretty cool. Let's go check out the inside. What's this all about? Custom turrets with turrets on them? Okay. That seems a little overdoing it, but whatever. Alright, how do you get in this Goliath? Now, I like it that this ship is not very, it's hollow inside. Because you can actually have more ships with this thing spawned in if it wasn't all fully decked out and decorated. So I like how they did that. Makes it battle friendly. I believe that the hangar closes. That's so awesome. Why ain't that one closing? Don't know why that one's not working. Let's turn this button into an A. I plan on copying this. Actually, I don't know if I want to use this because this is like a direct copy of Star Wars, and I don't really want to do that. How Star Wars like does this thing look like? Or look? Yeah, it's pretty freaking Star Wars like. Does look pretty cool though. So the hangar don't work. Good to know. Barely any interior decoration, but that's fine. Less the better when you're working with multiple ships, ship battles and stuff like that. This thing don't go forward very good. Alright, so we can just cross this one out. Barely flies. It's fine though, we'll find something else. Alright, so which one was that called? Star Wars Vinegar Class. Let's go ahead and mark that one out. Okay, on to the next. This sucker right here. The assault ship. Based ships contain blocks that are not available in this world. I don't know why it's freaking doing that. Not spawning with gravity. Let's just try it like that. Bet it's upside down. Freaking bad. Okay. Let's try it again. Alright. Is it staying still though? Yes it is, and the thrusters don't seem to be doing full strength either. No, that's not good, is it? You see, most of these ships, like this right here, this will break off soon. Yeah, I bet this is already getting damaged. Yeah, it is. It's because they build these ships with the grid damage off, so that way they can put whatever they want on here without worrying about the dang thing breaking. Let's explore it, shall we? This one's very cool. A little hangar bays you can lock your fighters into. That's nice. Open this sucker up. Alright, so whoever had this is not in my language. This must be the bridge. Let's see how maneuverable this thing is. Goes forward pretty slow. The insides are blowing up. Alright, well that ship might look pretty, but it's all smoke and mirrors. It's kinda sucks, so we're not gonna have that. We're not. It's too much work, I have to fix it. See, those are the people I complain about on that workshop. They build these awesome ships, right? They look awesome. They're not awesome. They don't even move properly. They're lazy. They just want people to click on the dang workshop item. This one looks like not a lazy person though. This one looks like it flies pretty well, but let's find out. We might just see about this one. Of course, there will not be any of course, there will not be any thingies in mine, but it's fine. What the frick is this thing? What even is this? Wow, a door that goes to nowhere. That's awesome. Retractable landing gear. This thing is all decked out. Let's see if it moves good though. Drifts to the side. Goes forward pretty good though. Goes up kinda good. Let's see if we can do a backflip. If it crashes, it's not gonna be in one of the independent fleet. You know what that tells me? It tells me the up thrusters, the lift thrusters ain't that powerful. Therefore, it might fly, but in a combat situation, this wouldn't fly good enough. Therefore, this was not built out of therefore, that's not built to last, it's built to look pretty. Anyway, let's continue on. Take that one off my dang list, along with the assault ship. Alright. This one looked cool. That one don't even look like it has any thrusters on it. Well, there's definitely a lot of pieces on this ship that are gone. Must have had some kind of mods or something. Yeah, probably had mods of some kind. You know what that means? That don't make the cut. On to the bigger ships, I suppose. That one's all made out of ion? Seriously? What a waste. Yeah, that one's definitely no good. Let's get that off our list. We will not do the space stations yet. I think I tried this earlier. Yeah, before I started recording. Didn't work out. Imperial Star Destroyer Micro series. Yeah. Alright, on to the next one. This one looked promising. Maximum number of blocks, specified type when they're reached. That's kind of stupid. Anyway. Alright, so this one off. Probably had warheads in those rockets. It's a rocket turret or missile frigate. Probably had warheads in the missiles, and there's only a certain amount of warheads you can have on the server or on the world at one time. So that kind of sucks. That one looked cool, but anyway. On to the next one. This one says Odyssey class cruiser. Some of the blocks. Okay. That ship is not good. I ain't totally converting some, or I ain't totally redoing a ship that can't even fly on a planet. That's just called a bad ship. Now see this ship? It looks nice. And it flies. Why can't people do that on the bigger ones? That is really cool. But it looks really close to Star Wars, and I do not want to be a Star Wars copycat, so the name of my factions are bad enough. Take that off there. Alright. This one looked amazing. And of course it says some of the blocks aren't here. Okay, so right like that. This one don't fly either. Are you joking? Lazy people, bro. Actually not lazy, like why? Don't make much sense to me. You spend all that time making something like that and you only make it for space? What's the point? Anyway. On to the next one. The Space Corvette. Oh, this one's obviously for space. It says the Space Corvette. Yeah, get this one off here. The Bloodborne class. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot its name. Alright, does this fly good? Staying up in the air. Let's go explore. I like the blocky shape. It's blocky, but it has a design to it, so I respect that. Oh, this ain't gonna work at all. This is one of those ships that aren't meant to be, yep. Another one of those ships that aren't meant to be, to have, that one thing on. Oh, ship-to-ship damage. Yep. Things are about to be breaking soon. Here it starts. Not much of a bridge, but whatever. Cool ship and all, but it doesn't look very good. This one off here. The next. Let's just take this one off there as well. Don't need the Republic cruiser. Actually, hold up. Yeah, give me the Republic cruiser. There, so all these are mine. I think they're all mine. Oh. No, they ain't. You got the C-class destroyer. Actually pretty small. I kinda like it. Please tell me you can fly. And of course, you cannot fly. Not fly at all. Have these big hydrogen engines in the back. Well, what else do we have? Venator class Star Destroyer. A better one. Really hope this don't freaking error like last time. Every time it freezes, I'm like, oh, here. Like, please don't error, please don't error. Right. So let's turn this around. A little bit closer. Spawn that sucker in. And unfortunately, it still don't fly. Looks like someone actually reposted this. Because it has a bunch of marks in it. Like they just added it in, put guns on it, and then posted it again. That one sucks. On to the next. If you can't even fly in the planets, then you know you made a bad ship. I don't care I don't care if it looks good or not. Can't fly. What's the freaking point? Saying big ships can't fly in the atmosphere, that's just an excuse. Look at this ship right here, that can fly in the atmosphere. That's a billion times bigger than whatever I just spawned in. A little Hawk frigate. Alright, let's make this, this one actually looks really cool. Already has good guns on it. Hydrogen powered. I like hydrogen powered ships, they're nice. Not moving at all. Goes forward pretty good. I could see this thing not being able to stop that well, but it's fine. Side thrusters are minimal. Let's try to do a backflip. Yeah, I had to save it there. So probably wouldn't have made the backflip tests. I don't know. It looks cool. It can fly. It's not as bad as the other ones. Might as well make it a ship. Actually, maybe we can... Nah, I don't want to mess it up. Alright, I'll make this a ship. It does not have a, now it does. Alright, AI defense combat. Turn that off. We don't like defense combat. We like offensive combat. Put this sucker. Turn off symmetry. Offensive and task. Then we can always do like this. Never even knew it was it. Alright. So task, autopilot, defensive is off. AI move, let's make this thing go 75. Minimum altitude 200 meters. Okay. This thing attacks enemies. The closest. This thing take out propulsion. Power systems. Circle. Stay at range. It's cool. Minimal distance. 400 to 600. Evasive maneuvers. And we will not let it use the rocket launchers in the front of it, because I don't really want another ship that does that. So we will get rid of these. And something that it needs, maybe the owner of this ship should have put in here, is more front thrusters. There you go. Now it will slow down pretty good. And on the bottom here, I don't see no landing gear, so we're gonna put a landing gear up in here. Nice. Alright, so let's land this puppy and put some bottom thrusters on it. So that way it's all good maneuverhood. Let's make this a railing, so that way it looks better. Oh, you can't actually do that. Never mind. The window is in the way. Alright, so basically in order to get better thrust down here, we're going to have to rip this whole bottom section out and then we're gonna have to put one of these bad boys in. Man, that don't look very good at all, does it? Alright, maybe if you put yeah, that should work out. Might not look very good. But it's only on the bottom, so it don't really matter. Now we gotta see if we deleted some gyroscopes. Okay, so it has more gyroscopes. Good, good, good. Now we gotta go. Let's do the test again. Perfect. Pass the test with flying colors. Okay. Let's start going forward and then stop. Good throttle, good throttle. We're stopping force or power. Alright. I dare to say, but I think this is getting to be a real good ship. It will die well. Now we gotta repaint the hockey stop. And right here, we will chop off whatever this is. Okay, it's hiding a. Okay. Let's put one of these bad boys right there, and then solid block, and then put landing gear right here. All right. That solves all problems right there. Oh, let's put some decoration on this book. Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind. Let's give it some kind of. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's a antenna right there. Why ain't it going off? Alright. So we got that. Is the AI on? Let's turn that on. AI offensive combat on. Task off. Good. Alright. Now this thing will target power systems in battle. And it is on the Empire's team. We will rename this, not a frigate, because a frigate is a lot bigger than this. We will name this the Imperial heavy fighter. Nice. And we'll get a good screenshot of this. Awesome, awesome. Okay. And then we will post it to mod.io. Alright. Oh, dang it. I forgot to put turncoat protocol in this sticker. Okay. So let's select everything. Turncoat. Alright, now we can do it. For real this time. Now we want to go in our subscribes, and of course if you blueprint something you are automatically subscribed to it. We want to unsubscribe to the one that doesn't have the turncoat protocol on it. Alright, I guess I unsubscribed automatically. Okay, never mind then. And then we delete it. And then it should be in here somewhere. Yep, right there. And then it's right there as well. Okay. So subscribed. Alright, I can't freaking find it, so... Well, it's fine. It's fine, alright. So, now we get to pit it against each other. Looks like the one I spawned in first is... don't know about you, but that was a good battle. They did their purpose. Alright, so... on to the next! Another ship that don't fly. Oh, that wasn't very good. We ran out of ships to try. So we gotta find some more. Let's look for one that says no DLC. This one looks cool. And it don't fly. Maybe it's one of those running start ones. Now I can't even place one down. I don't even know how that happened, but we managed to land it. That's a fun one, but not practical in my what I need. Alright, so let's look for... Yeah, no DLC, okay. Alright, so we got some new things that we got from the workshop. Let's test them out. The Atlas Heavy Transport. It was upside down, that's why it fell. Never mind, I guess it just sucks. Alright, so let's take all the weapons off. Actually, let's paint it white first. Alright, let's take all the weapons off and replace them with better weapons. How do you get in this thing? Alright. Those are automatic doors, by the way. Alright, this ship will be a Republic ship. Just because we need more of those. Alright, let's make the chair A. Show all hidden blocks. Alright, now we can test the bad boy. We're gonna make it the enemy because I feel like whatever I'm gonna survive is gonna win, and then I'll have to finish it off. So turncoat protocol all the way down to non-combatant. And then let's add one of our new ships. Might as well add our Imperial Heavy Fighter against the Republic Heavy Cruiser. Seems like an accurate fight. Ship didn't even move the entire time. Okay. Let's find out why. The offensive combat was off. Alright, let's add a couple ships to fight it. Might as well do the Arrow class, why not? The whole front just got blown off. It's doing really well. And our arrow class over here is muzzled. Can't really do much. Don't got no more weapons. Its propulsion is way out because shots to the conveyors. I think it took the whole right side propulsion completely out. Oh no, it still got one. One turret. Looks like our Republic cruiser is succumbing to its wounds. Crash landing. So we got two Atlas classes. Or no, we got two Republic heavy cruisers against hold on, my controller. My TV remote fell. Alright, I got it. Alright. So we got those. Sure, why not? Let's do Scott class against it. Did I ever get the Scott class AI or turncoat protocol on this thing? I really hope I did. If I didn't, that's gonna suck. Yes, I did. Alright. We're in business. Alright, everything is on. I'm assuming. Yep. Alright. Alright, so that's a non-combatant Scott-class heavy destroyer that is on the Empire's team versus 2 Republic heavy cruisers, which is on, obviously, the Republic's team. Ready? Battle starts now. I'll let the AIs do their thing in the beginning. Forgot I didn't fix this. The offensive combat AI module is off, so gotta fix that before they fight. Gotta fix it, blueprint it, and it should be good. Don't know what that was. Alright, so we have the Rebel class, the ship we made last time, versus the ships, the 2 ships we have now. The Rebel class is just obliterating the Republic cruiser. This is gonna suck to clean up. Definitely built a good ship. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna clean it all up. I'll worry about that next time. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. We did a lot of ships today. Our goal was met. But yeah, if you did like the not the video, if you did like the live, make sure to like and subscribe. If you did not like it, comment to see what you'd like to play in the future. But yeah, without further ado, until next time.